I've decided, John, that I'm going to get some plastic surgery. As you know, I turned 41 a few months ago, and I want to look like I'm 40 again. So I'm going to go to the hospital, and I'm going to have them drop that year because, you know, 41 just doesn't look as good as 40 did.
No, you know what? You're absolutely correct. I mean, you know, I'm thinking, since I'm going to be hitting the big 5-0 next year, that maybe I might want to get a nip and a tuck somewhere. But you know, yeah, I'm going to be 50. You know that. Why are you even acting surprised?
I thought you were like. Man, I thought even sharing the clip, I'd have time to share everything on Facebook, but I didn't. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Three Geeks Podcast. Guys, we're 1 month away from our 10-year anniversary. Like, it's crazy.
That is bonkers. That is absolutely crazy.
I do want to take a second to plug. Coming up tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., I am airing 3 interviews from our past, from 2020. Thomas Nicholas, Mark Pellegrino, and Andrew Rosso. Dude, I remember interviewing Mark. I talked to him about his character in Lethal Weapon 3. He's like, I haven't heard, because he's like, you know the character's name. I'm like, yeah, I know the character's name. It was so much fun. And then Dakota's actually in that interview. And then Seth Morgan from Class Action Park. So, yeah, tune into those tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun making these thumbnails. Like, I think I'm getting better every time I make one.
You're 100% getting better. You're 100% getting better.
The experience is you know, it stacks. The more you do, the easier it gets. The more you can do.
Dude, I got Max as a cartoon guy. I got to tell you about this. So, MeTV just launched MeTV Toons. Unfortunately, we don't get it over the air in Columbus yet, but it should be coming. Cleveland's got it. Cincinnati's got it. But look at this lineup. Like, this is all I have watched for 2 weeks. I was watching Inspector Gadget, and as I'm watching Inspector Gadget, because this is where my mind goes when I'm watching these shows, I'm like, man, Inspector Gadget and Amelia Bedelia should have been an item back in the day. So I want that movie pitched to me, guys. So hit me up, comments at 3 Geeks Podcast. Just DM me. I want to hear all about it. But, dude, and the one that surprises me the most, and it's not on this lineup, but the Mask animated show is on in the middle of the night. That's the one I'm binging right now because that's not a bad little cartoon. I'm really surprised. I'm digging it, like, a lot.
That is a dope lineup. That is a lot of fun. I can't. What's the show? MeTV Toons.
MeTV Toons, yeah. I'm paying for it right now. I got the friendly app. It's totally worth it. That's all I've done for the last 2 weeks is just binged all these cartoons. Captain Planet. I'm watching Captain Planet. I'm like, is that Jeff Goldblum? So I did some Googling. And Jeff Goldblum did voice a villain. So did like Meg Ryan and all these like big name.
Okay.
actors.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that.
And I do like the fact that there's you kind of have time blocks rather than it be streaming, just because like I'm so used to streaming now that you kind of recreate that Saturday morning. Like I got to be in my seat at 6:30 or whatever to watch the show I want to watch.
Oh yeah, or else like you can't miss it either. Like,
you're gonna miss it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then
What's up, Daniel?
So it's a lot easier.
Yeah, guys, it is so much fun. I'm having a blast with it. And like I said, The Mask is the one that surprised me the most. I've never seen it before, and I'm really into the animated show, like a lot. And the guy doing the Jim Carrey impression, it's the best. Like, I watched the Ace Ventura animated show, it's awful. I watched the Dumb and Dumber animated show, it was awful. This one so far, it's pretty serviceable.
That'd be cool if they actually got Jim Carrey to do it. Like, it was just actually Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Cartoons. Yeah.
Can we segue into a quick Maniac Minute?
No,
absolutely.
Since we're on the topic of cartoons, I watched the Suicide Squad Isekai, Suicide Squad anime show. I watched the first episode. It's okay. I'm going to have to give it like a couple more, but it is very much Suicide Squad. It is very much anime, so it's two things that I love. You know, it can possibly be good. So yeah, I'm checking that out. It's just okay for now. But you know, I say so. If it's just okay, it's worth it. You can watch that on Hulu or Max, I think.
By the way, Rob Paulson voices the Mask in the Mask animated series. I just looked it up here.
How about that?
Yeah, great voice actor.
Great voice actor.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Rob Paulson. Well, I mean, you should know him. He's Pinky. He's Raphael.
Yeah.
Yep.
We almost had him too on the show. It was this close. His agent's like, interview this person, and then you guys can have Robert Paulson. So Justin and I sat through this interview. It was awful. I'm not going to say who the person was. And
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And then she ghosted me since. And this was like 2 years ago. I email her every 3 months, like, hey, what about the Rob Paulson interview?
Like you said. I'm not going to forget, lady.
Never.
Anyway, guys, what's going on, everybody? You guys follow Mike at youtube.com/MikeMcGTV. Another thing that I want to talk about. So Kendrick Lamar did a pop-up for Juneteenth, and it was a great concert. If you haven't seen it, Kendrick Lamar ranks upon the 5 rappers I've seen perform live that are extraordinary. But outside of that, at the end of the concert, he comes out. Dre does a few sets with him, and then Dre goes, I see dead people. He goes into the song, Not Like Us. And then he goes into the song again. Then he has the audience sing the song. Then he goes into the song again. And the audience is like, more, more, more. So he does it a 5th time and then a 6th time. And I thought that was it. Like, he's dancing on Drake's grave. He's having a good time. He's crip walking all over it. Drake's done. Because one, Drake said, Kendrick, you can't make a club song. People aren't going to dance to it. What does he do? This is like the worst thing that can happen to Drake. Kendrick makes one of the most catchy rap disses of all time. Like, everybody's singing it. I had a guy in our comment section today be like, my kids are singing it. He's like, of course, the clean version, but it's all over their school as well. And
the clean version, the song. Yeah, no.
And then Kendrick releases this 2 days ago. And at the end of the music video, I have it muted, Justin, don't worry. And then at the end of the music video, it's his family literally dancing as the song that I was just talking about music video is playing. Like come on, dude. Can we get it?
Yeah. Fun fact about that video, you get copyright strike from Belarus and Russia.
And I guess the owl at the end of this video is Drake's like symbol for his record label.
That's OVO, right?
Yeah, it's like, all right, like I love you, Kendrick. You've done really good by this rap beef. You brought lyricism back. I also like the fact that Kendrick and Eminem are held the number 1 and 2 spot right now in hip hop. And it's been a good week. It's been a good week. I just laughed the whole time. I even sent Max a text back. I'm like,
that video is brutal. That video is brutal. Because I actually hadn't even listened to the song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Kendrick!" And I heard about what the song was about. I was like, "Dang!" And then Drake comes back with, "Hey, I told people to tell you that I was a pedophile." That was basically his argument.
I'm not.
Who would do that? Who in the right mind would do that?
Up to make you look stupid. Yeah. I'm in your head with the pedophile business.
Daniel, I would say in some ways it is bigger than Tupac and Biggie because it's been number 1 song for the last 3 months.
No one's dead yet.
People haven't died yet for it.
Hit him up. Apparently
Drake's house.
Well,
that was for the weekend though, not because of.
But
that's what they're saying.
Dude, Daniel, if you have not listened to Kendrick Lamar, go listen to Kendrick Lamar. It'll remind you of classic hip hop for sure. But yeah, Max. So you'd never heard that. That song is brutal, and people are going around at Drake concerts going A minor because it's so catchy.
Dude, the A minor line is it. That is like that line was the killer line. Like it was the Nani situation. Like you're already dead. You're already dead.
He kept telling it was going to happen, and then Drake releases a song about Kendrick's family. All of it's fake, and then he doesn't even have time to enjoy that. Within 5 minutes, Kendrick has his song out where he's writing letters to people in Drake's family, and it's the whole thing is crazy. It's crazy. It's great time.
Speaking of, has everyone listened to that Hey There Delilah remake for Canadians?
I did.
Awful.
I reacted
it's
to it.
So bad. Drake is featured on it. That's the reason I bring it up. It is.
Oh God.
It's rough.
It is awful. Oh God, it's the worst thing ever. Justin sent it to me, and I'm like, I'm listening to it.
I thought it was AI. People on the internet are saying it's not, but it's bad.
It's not AI.
It's rough.
Drake. It's not Drake through the whole thing. He's only in the middle part, but it's still awful. It's awful.
That sounds like not fun.
Yeah.
But Max, tell us about Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon is doing good. 3 episodes out so far. I think one's coming out tomorrow. And
yes, sir, every Sunday.
Yep. Yeah, number 4. So I'm having fun. There was one moment, and it's not necessarily bad, but there was just one weird moment where like it seemed to me that everyone was acting. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it was like normally in the show, I'm really in it. I feel like I'm in there with the people,
You're immersed.
Yeah, but there was one moment where, and it wasn't really bad acting, but I was just like, oh, everyone in this scene is acting.
What moment was it?
It was Otto Hightower when he had like just gotten kicked off the.
Oh, that's a spoiler. Yeah.
Oh,
whatever. It's been a week.
Yeah,
Catch up.
My fault. But like the camera goes to this angle. And then somebody walks behind Otto and walks to a position at the table, and like I don't know what it was, and this is just like a weird.
Yeah,
for me.
I know. Like it was kind of like they're going to their mark.
Yeah,
and they're looking for the mark. Yeah,
and like, so it's a little bit of like okay, like this. Everyone in this scene is acting, and they're doing just fine, but like they're acting, and
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. So other than that, like, and that's not necessarily even a complaint. Like that's just like a weird thing that I noticed. But it's good. I'm having fun. It is solid. We're going to go season 4 or 5 Game of Thrones. It's right in that threshold of good. Not season 3. It's not season 3. But what is? Like. Yeah, so yeah, no, I'm having fun. Mike, you're caught up on it, right?
Yeah, I'm caught up on it. This was a little bit more of a not struggle, but a little bit more of a challenge, just because it felt like a long time since I'd seen the first season. I didn't go back and revisit the first season.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 years.
So it took me a while to really catch up on, just because it took me forever to learn who everyone is on Game of Thrones, and now we're starting it all over again. But yeah, no, I liked it. The 3 episodes so far have been really like solid, very solid. I'm still getting used to I mean, that was in late seasons of Game of Thrones as well, the fast travel aspect of it. Everyone's going across that bay like really fast.
It only makes sense if you're flying on a dragon.
The dragons, yeah, I know.
Like people walking on foot when they get the fast travel, that's weird.
Yeah, it's still getting used to that a little bit.
Who's to say how fast the dragon really flies?
I thought there was gonna be something that happened in the 3rd episode with that processional. I thought there was going to be something that happened that I was going to be really hilarious in like a morbid way.
That was a great scene, and I think
I for sure thought that was going to happen, and as much as demented as it is, like part of me was going to be like, "Aw."
I'm like, no, the thing that
Thundergun, that's fun.
Dude goes Thundergun, yes. This season has been graphic in some ways that I was not ready for.
There was a dick being sucked in this last episode. Full on. I'm like, what?
Like penetration.
I'm sure it's a Boogie Nights Dirk Diggler deal where it's not a real dick, but at the same time I'm like wow, okay. Okay.
I came to work after the first episode of the season. They're like, "Hey, man, that was heavy." Some of the parents that I work with are like, "I'm not sure I could have done that last part of that episode where they were killing the kid."
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay, fine.
We're on many different levels now.
Spoilers. Like I'm trying not to do too many.
That's episode 1, though. Sorry, I have to listen to that.
Yeah, like when they did it, I was like, "Oh." Dang, and like they were brutal. Like, I was like, dang, like that's okay. Like, they went for it. They went for it. I'm enjoying it.
As soon as that happened, because my sister's like 3 months behind on any TV show, I text her. I was like, "Hey, you should be aware that the first episode's gonna be rough for you. I need you to know that.
It's a journey."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I'm still just trying to keep track of everyone's new names.
Right.
It's true. It's true.
I didn't rewatch the first season either.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that. But yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. But again,
It's good. It's compelling.
Let's get a couple episodes in. You're fine. It's just solid. And who doesn't love solid Game of Thrones? Give it to me all day.
And I love the conversation at the end of the last episode. And I was kind of like, that's really sad. That's really heartbreaking. 100%. But also damn, it's cold too.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Almost reflects the inevitability of some real world stuff.
Oh my goodness. No, not on this podcast.
Please.
Get thee behind me, Satan.
So I was in a restaurant the other day, and they were talking about House of Dragon, and I found this line funny because it's kind of a double play on words or whatever. And the guy was telling this girl, he's like, "I just hope it doesn't go all Game of Thrones because of the final season of Game of Thrones."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they use it in that context. Yeah. I hope it doesn't do that either.
I just want good stuff. That's it. I hate on a lot of stuff, but I don't walk into
You are passionate. I've always defended, if you give Max a good thing, he will praise it to no end. You just gotta give Max a good thing.
Right. I want it to be good. And when it's bad, and that's the other thing too. Most of the stuff is bad. There's a reason that there's a top 10, or whatever, most of anything is bad. But let's not go all Game of Thrones on it, get full penetration, sucking its dick on. That was crazy.
It definitely took me out for a moment because I was just like, okay, I know who's going to run into here, and there's going to be some tension. God damn it, the tension was cut out at that moment because I was really distracted. I was like, wait a minute, bottom left hand corner, what?
I was just like, I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know they could do that.
I just expected some it's a brothel, so I get it. There's gonna be dry humping, there's gonna be boobs, there's gonna be as we saw, there's gonna be flaccid dicks, but I wasn't expecting full add attention. Yeah. Treatment.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'm glad we got to this point in the podcast.
Well, I've been checking out another show, and
it's like the shit episode of South Park. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just never knew they could do that.
I mean, it's HBO, so.
That's facts. So it's going to be spoilers because it's hard to talk about the show without getting into some details. And plus, there's this thing I want to kind of rant about because my only negative in the show so far. But I've been watching Orphan Black Echoes, and this is one of those shows. It's serialized, so it's really hard to fully judge the show until you see how it plays out. But so far, I'm really liking Kristen Ritter. So the main character of the show is Kristen Ritter. She was created by this character, who we find out, spoiler alert, at the end of the first episode, is Kira from the original series, the daughter of the main character on Orphan Black. So we're trying to find out, Kristen Ritter and what's going on with that. But it's got me on the mystery. I'm in. Kristen Ritter's great actress. I went into this show. I don't want to compare it to the original because it's hard to compare anything to what Tatiana Maslany did acting-wise in that original series.
Yeah, like that.
There is a call, Cosima, I believe is her character's name, the hot one, even though this is the same actress.
Yeah.
Kira does call her. So there's, it's set up for her to eventually show up in the show. The only negative I have in this show is the makeup they did to Felix to age him up. It just looks awful. But that is just a small negative in this show. He's still the character that I love from the original series.
They need to go get the dude who worked on Colin Farrell in the Batman.
I agree. He did a great job.
But so far, guys, it's worth the watch. Again, It's hard to tell with these kind of shows until we see how it plays out. But so I'm in. I'm 100%, and I can't wait to watch it tomorrow. It's like my appointment viewing besides MeTV and My Adventures with Superman, which has been awesome in the second season.
I started
really
that. It is dope. I'm just like, I hate to like Superman. I really do. They're doing a very good job.
That's the family, right? He's on a farm and he has his 2 sons.
No, that's Superman and Lois.
Oh,
We're
that's
talking about the cartoon, the anime kind of
Oh.
inspired Superman show.
And I posted a video about my review for season 2, and somebody went off the rails because it's not following the comic book continuity or like the Superman character. Like, he's got different powers. Like, get over it, people. This is a different iteration. I am a diehard Superman fan. I love it. I love everything they have done. I like watching something new done with the stuff I like. I don't want to see the same old. And as long as it's handled well, I'm all in. And guys, we have a special guest star on today's episode.
Oh, shit!
Scott actually showed up.
Yes!
Well, kinda. Scott,
Maybe.
your black screen. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we'll see. Hey!
Hey.
Oh my
Hey!
goodness. What is up, Scott?
What's up, buddy?
Wow, Scott.
How we doing, guys? You hear me okay?
Yeah,
Can hear
man.
you great.
Sorry, we're hearing you now.
How's the
you're
house?
looking
How's
beautiful.
everything? How are
Awesome. So glad to see you.
things? Yeah.
But yeah, guys, go check out Orphan Black Echoes. Check out My Adventures with Superman. Scott's here, so I got to take a second to talk about the new Cobra Kai trailer. Scott, did you watched it? I assume.
Absolutely. I wouldn't post something in the group chat that I rarely post in if I didn't.
Did you see
No,
the clip
it
of
was
Mike
great.
Barnes?
Yes. That
They-
I figured he was coming back. Like, I feel like he's too much of like a name in the in the lore for him to just be like a cameo like last season. So like, I figured he was coming back for the final one.
The thing that I've always liked about this show is it's always known where to put people from the past that we've seen, like when to bring them in, when to get rid of them, and it's always done it well. So I was like, how are they going to bring Mike Barnes back? And then I saw the clip. I'm like, that's the perfect way to bring Mike Barnes back. Like, it's perfect because they bring him in because they can't choose between their students like who they want to advance to the next round. So he's there to do the eliminations and stuff. And I think that's great.
Okay.
The trailer looks fun. I just hope we don't separate dojos again. I'm done with that.
There's a little bit of that in the trailer, but I feel like it's going to be maybe a half episode thing.
Yeah, I think we're good. The last season we were pretty much good with everybody together.
Yeah, it was the same thing. There was like a little bit of it. So my question is, over under the first. So it's 15 episodes, right? So it's 555. At what point is Hilary Swank coming in?
They're gonna tease her at the end of 5, and then we're gonna see her in the next.
See, I think it's gonna be at the end of 10, and she's coming in the last 5.
She's in this season because they've all suddenly stopped talking about Hilary Swank. Whenever they're asked about her, they no longer say, "Yeah, it's not in the cards." Now they're saying, "Can't talk about it. Can't talk about it."
Even if it's just like a 2-second cameo, she's definitely going to be in it at some point. I think it's going to be last 5 episodes. Personally,
I would hope that they give her something to like make people love her for, because everyone fucking hates her Karate Kid movie. Like,
it's not even that bad. Like,
it's just whatever. It's compared to any of the other Karate Kid movies, it's not even bad.
Yeah, anything beyond the first one, I feel like it's about on par.
Right.
Like.
Right.
One thing, Max, this show does really well.
The show's not good. You're not going to sell me on this season.
You don't need to watch it. You would like it, but you don't need to watch it. I'm not worried about that. But the one thing this show does really well is makes you care for the characters. I think when Hilary Swank comes in, it's going to be impactful to the story, one, because her and Daniel had to have met because, she was a big part of Daniel's life or of Mr. Miyagi's life, and Mr. Miyagi was there with Daniel's kids from birth. So, I mean, there's no way they didn't cross paths.
Right.
But,
so they have that scene at the very end where he's opening that chest and he's like, what's going to be in here? So if they haven't met, that's probably going to, if they are going to introduce her in the first 5, like you think, I think that's going to be maybe a little sting.
She's
like
going to show up as a Force ghost because this is actually leading her character's the same character for $1 Million Baby. That's how it works.
Oh God,
That's my kind of plot twist.
But Scott, if no matter what happens with Hilary Swank, she's gonna show up at the end of the previous 5. So either it'll be at the end of 5 or at the end of 10.
Yeah,
She'll show up and it'll tease, because kind of like what they did with Allie, only there was no cliffhanger because it was in the next episode, but you kind of got a hint of her at the end of the previous episode. I think that's what they're going to do with Swank. Unless
the only exception is because they've talked about how they're doing like a spin-off movie, is that maybe they're saving her for that, and there's a teaser at the end of the 15 episodes. I don't think that's what they would do.
You're talking about the Jackie Chan movie or the actual Cobra Kai spinoffs that they're talking about?
The actual Cobra Kai spinoff that they've been talking about doing. Like, that's the only thing I could think of, is if she has a prevalent role in that, they save it until the end of the 15th episode and be like, oh, what's this? And it's a lead into that spinoff movie. That would be the only thing.
Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio are in the next Karate Kid movie together. I don't know how it ties into Cobra Kai or anything like that, but I think it's going to be standalone because the writers said they have nothing to do with it. It's just something Ralph Macchio went and did after Cobra Kai.
All the bullies from that bullied Jaden are going to show up as adults now.
I don't think Jaden's in it.
Well, no, but all the bullies that bullied him will show up now.
I mean, like, I wouldn't bully that dude. That kid knows kung fu. I just don't know why they called it Karate Kid. All the problems that I have with that movie are the name.
It was resolved if they called it Kung Fu Kid.
Yes.
Yeah. No, 100%.
No one in that movie does any karate. Like, not one person.
Let me catch up on our comments here. Never could get into GOT. Seemed like a porn version of Lord of the Rings. I'm not rolling it out, but one of these days, it's not. It actually is.
His name is Daniel Snow, and he can't get into GOT.
Right?
He knows nothing yet.
It's just a sexy version.
Yeah, sexy version of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a softcore version of Lord of the Rings until recently.
In all seriousness, read the books. If you can't get into the show, read the books. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, the books. There's.
You might not get a conclusion if you start reading the books, though.
Honestly, yeah.
And you're never going to get one. Like,
I wasn't phased at first because I'd been watching Oz and stuff like that, but that definitely threw me by surprise.
Your brother's name is John Snow.
So there you go.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
There's no way.
Did Nev die and scream? No, just Dewey. Superman rebuilt the Great Wall of China in Superman 4. For crying out loud, it could always be worse in terms of Kal-El. Absolutely. And then there was Smallville season 6 through 10. Also,
or just any season of
Smallville. Yeah.
Thank you for making me remember the next Karate Kid. It wasn't terrible, but I didn't think I'm going to rewatch it because I think it's going to.
It's not bad. It's really not.
It's
anything that has Michael Ironside as a villain is, I think, worth it.
It'll be all right. Yeah, but it's just a Karate Kid movie. Like it's and those aren't, like you're saying. The first one is very, very good. Everyone after that is kind of like just another Karate Kid movie, and like it doesn't matter who's in them. And like they even made a Karate Kid movie where no one did any karate in it.
With the main story beats of the original Karate Kid.
It's just it's fine. It's just fine. And I don't know why that one gets. I know why, but never mind. I know exactly why, but
never mind.
I hope they make her character a badass, and I hope they give her some. Cause obviously she can act, so why not unleash the the Oscar-nominated, Oscar-winning force that you've got?
If there is like a $1 Million Baby like Easter egg, like she gets kicked and there's like a stool
really
and she like twists and avoids it, I'll go nuts.
Okay, so it'd be like fixing the timeline for you then.
Yeah.
Here's what should have happened.
No, they actually just pull it away in time.
They'll wheel out Clint Eastwood for one final
I'm so tired.
Ralph Macchio throws like a stick or something, and it pushes it out of the way.
No, fucking Jaden jumps in.
Jaden Smith shows up.
Tiger King style, right?
Kung Fu Kid should have.
Kung Fu's the thing away, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at all these karate kids!"
And Max is just screaming in a corner.
Oh my god, my whole head explodes.
All right, guys, it is that time. Our top 5 things to eat in a cookout, and I'm going to kick this off because I think this is good. Morgan Freeman can narrate. Absolutely.
I don't.
Why not? Why not?
My number
All day,
5 is hamburgers. It's my least favorite thing at a cookout because it's never consistent. Like some cookouts have great hamburgers, and some cookouts have the ball of meat that people make and claim it's a hamburger that doesn't even fit on the bun. It just sits in the center, and that's awful hamburgers. So, and some don't season them, and I have to have seasoned hamburgers.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we can all agree that seasoning is necessary. like let's go. Like please season your food. It's so much better if you think it's good and you don't season your food. Think about how good it'll be when you season it.
Justin,
what do you got?
I have piggyback of that bratwurst. I'm a big brat guy when it comes to cookouts. I love a good brat. The crunch. If you got sauerkraut, that's cool too. But I just regular brat.
I cannot do sauerkraut.
That's fine.
It is. Oh god, that stuff is awful.
I love sauerkraut too. Justin.
It's so awful.
It's fair. Totally fair.
My number 5 is hot dogs. I'm gonna actually throw all of the hot dog style meats like hot dogs, bratwurst, like sausages, Bahama Mamas, anything.
You know, we can do a whole category. I agree.
Yeah. Well, they're all variations on that thing. I feel like, yeah, like that's just fine. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be sad if I see some version of this. I don't really like hot dogs because I feel like that's just bologna. It's just like a tube of bologna. That's
It is exactly a tube. I tried to tell Tony that, and he didn't believe me. I'm like, a bologna is a hot dog. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not a big bologna fan, so I don't really like hot dogs. But I like brats and sausages and things. It's a tube of bologna.
Facts. I agree with you. It is.
I never heard that before in my life. That's awesome.
You know what? I'm actually surprised because we've known each other for a long time.
I know. I figured I'd hear about it.
Scott, what do you got? Number 5.
My number 5 is any kind of either pasta or potato salad, because I feel like if you're going to like a cookout, the quality is so inconsistent. Like Jason was saying, like for burgers, like if you're going to a cookout and someone brings like a pasta or potato salad, like I feel like it's either going to be like, I mean, it's all over the spectrum. Like it's going to be really awful, just okay, or maybe it's like someone like really knows how to do it. Mm-hmm. And like I'm super picky about that kind of stuff. Like especially if you get like from Kroger, like a Kroger plastic tub of pasta salad, it's going to be awful. But if you make it like homemade, then it's going to be good. So
no, it's Costco, I think, pasta salad or potato salad. That's remarkably not like store-bought tasting, apparently.
We'll talk about pasta salad in a little bit. At least I will talk about pasta salad. Dude, I agree about. So potato salad is only good 10% of the time. So like I just identify as not liking potato salad, but sometimes I will go and there will be good potato salad at a sale. It just goes back to the seasoning thing. Like you got to put something other than mustard and potatoes and onions in a bowl. Like I want it to taste better than that.
Nah, nope. I can't do any. Like I do not eat potato salad. Like that's a strict no go.
I've had
good potato salad before.
I just had more bad potato salad.
There is good potato salad out there.
It exists.
It exists.
I swear.
Mike, what's your number 5?
Deviled eggs with paprika. Without paprika, fuck that.
There's a very strong line. Yeah.
That's a clincher for me, but not like a lot of them. Like 2 or 3, and I'm done. Because that, eventually, like Scott mentioned, the quality of them will degrade the more they're exposed to the elements. So
Do you bring your own paprika?
no,
Just
There's all the off chance he just pulls
with
it
a little
out.
secret paprika. It's like bam. Oh,
Nope.
what was that? Martin Short cartoon. Wasn't that guy in love with paprika?
That's on MeTV Toons, Max.
what the hell are you talking about?
I have no idea.
I know what he's talking
I
about.
don't
Let
know
me pull
where
up
he
that
went.
schedule again, Max. Where is it? Not the Bible Adventures. That's not on here, but it is on
Bible
the channel.
Adventures is a fantastic game, by the way.
That's okay.
I can't. I know what you're talking about. 'Cause
Completely
it's
Mental
on the lineup.
Misadventures of Ed Grimley.
Yeah,
Oh, is
That
that
dude.
the dude with the cowlick?
Yeah.
That's the one. Oh wow, that's a pull, man. Jeez. But yeah,
Top of
they
his mind for a while.
to the deviled eggs. They need to be pre-paprika'd. So
Yes. Yeah. There's no saving you if I arrive and there's no paprika.
yeah, there's no point in me bringing my own spice melange when the spice melange should be there immediately for me to
Is
see
this
the.
smoked paprika? If not, I'm leaving.
all right. My buddy Sal, toyologist, red potatoes, balsamic vin, mayo, green onions, bacon, great potato salad.
Yeah,
I
mean,
yep.
Yeah, man. I
enough bacon. It's
I
right.
love bacon. I love bacon. But,
And bacon, like the bacon, green onions, balsamic vinegar he's got it. And red potatoes, like that's a definitely.
Potatoes so clutch.
Yeah.
Red and the gold Yukons.
You know what I found out that I like? Radishes.
Yes, my man.
I hate radishes. Oh, so bad. So bad.
I had a
I'm gonna
radish
give Sal.
book.
I'm gonna give Sal a plug real quick. Everybody, go check him out on Whatnot at Toyologist. Sells a lot of cool movies and stuff. Great guy and a chef as well. So, thanks
All
for
right.
the recipe for potato
The
salad. Can you Instagram message me that, please? I'm gonna try to make that. But
How real is the bear? Yeah.
Daniel also says hamburger stuffed with pimento cheese and jalapenos are the best. Your intestinal system won't thank you, but your taste buds will.
Like low-key,
I
like a
started
Juicy
using-
Lucy kind of thing going.
Yeah, I started using hot sauce in my ramen.
That
Sorry, I
guy,
just made me
that
think
guy's
of
been
that.
watching Bob's Burgers.
I've been watching. Okay, hold on, 2 seconds. Continue.
So my number 4 is deviled eggs. Only I'm the opposite. I can eat any kind of deviled eggs, and I can eat a ton of deviled eggs. I will fill a plate of deviled eggs, and Mike said it all, but I think they're fantastic.
So do you don't your paprika status is like you don't care. Like,
They could be plain. Yeah, they
Yeah,
could be plain.
I like eggs in general, but deviled eggs, I love deviled eggs.
All right.
I've had a bad deviled egg before, but it's only like
you eat
maybe-
a gas station deviled egg.
I won't only eat a gas station hot dog. It's the only thing I'll eat from a gas station. It's like food.
I'm just trying to like gauge your.
Would you like to eat this gas station
You know,
bologna?
just like I like sushi. I'm not gonna eat gas station sushi. You know
Gas
what I'm
station egg salad, like in Futurama. Get worms.
saying?
Those worms improved his life.
That's true.
I went to the worst place I've ever had sushi is at Meyer. And I went back the next day and I saw the guy that was making the sushi. He looked like Tom Selleck. So I kind of understand why it wasn't very good. Like, I like Tom Selleck in like movies and
Yeah,
stuff.
Tom
I don't want
Selleck
Tom
is
Selleck
strange,
making my
yeah.
sushi.
That sushi chef, he is not.
No, like Kroger sushi is good. But
Yeah.
again, I've seen the people
Yeah.
making Kroger sushi.
It's only $6 on Wednesdays.
Yeah, and it's not Tom Selleck. So,
As a rule of thumb, you'd want someone who, not to go to a racial place, someone who looks like they know how to prepare sushi and not Tom Selleck.
Yeah, you know, and then like also though, it's not like you're like, holy crap, I'm looking at Tom Selleck making sushi, but then you're like, oh, look how Tom Selleck is making the sushi.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're like,
When you
oh,
realize
I
Tom
wonder-
Selleck isn't a chef.
right, you know, and it's like,
What if he's great at making sushi? Tom Selleck's making sushi right now. We just don't know it.
good. I hope
Good.
he does make one.
But people who look like Tom Selleck probably aren't great at making sushi. Maybe Tom Selleck is.
You know, just rule of thumb. Who's
I can't wait to
It
clip
might-
that
it
out
might
of the
be me.
short. I don't want Tom Selleck making my sushi. That'll be a great short, Justin. All right, Justin, what's your 4?
My 4 is chicken breast, chicken. Like I like a good grilled chicken as long as they don't like give it to me raw. Because I've had that happen before where they're like, "Hey, chicken's done. I'm like, no, it's not. This isn't cooked.
Chicken is higher up on my list, but like I'm happy to talk about it now.
Wait, let's wait. Yeah. I can talk about chicken all day.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, we're going up. Okay.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait.
We'll go up.
It's all good.
My number 4 goes to corn.
Ooh.
Corn on the cob specifically. I like some sort of butter option. I've gone to some places that had like melted butter that you could like brush onto your your corn, and I'm like, that seems to me like the best.
That's like fair. Like fair, like they always have like a melted butter option.
Yeah,
like
that butter,
like fair corn.
Yes. Now we're talking. Grilled, and then you get the butter, salt, pepper. I also enjoy
grilled in the husk.
Spot of paprika on my corn. So Mike, I'm with you on the paprika. Like lightly seasoned, and then it's just so wonderful. So that's my number 4.
Dope.
Mr. Scott.
My number 4 is like hot dogs. I like a hot dog. I'm a big fan of toppings. I think hot dog by itself is whatever, but like a diverse assortment of toppings for a hot dog can really make or break it.
Like the everything.
Solid chili dog guy.
Yeah, like
relish.
Give me a relish. Give me a. We're getting into brat territory, which I might want to hold off on, but like, like onions, like, shredded cheese, whatever, like, let's do it.
What do you got? Sounds like, what do you got?
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's load it up. and just as a quick side note, somebody had mentioned Bob's Burgers, and I do have the Bob's Burgers cookbook, and I've been working through it, and it is fantastic. So don't sell yourself short. If you're looking into upping your burger game, it's actually a pretty nice book, and it's been helping me a lot. So.
Nice.
Continue.
My number 4 is baked beans.
Ooh.
Baked beans. And speaking of, like baked beans, when you mix in, say, maybe a little bit of some bacon, a little bit of some hot dog into the mix.
A little splash of bourbon.
A little splash of bourbon. Yep, I like that as well. It's really...
Is paprika in your...
I wouldn't discount it, but I wouldn't turn it away. But it doesn't need to be. No, just baked beans.
My number 3 is paprika, by the way.
Whenever Mike comes over, no matter what we're eating, I'm gonna start like having paprika on the table for him.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Sorry, I made it a thing, Mike. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve it.
He's like, bro, I'm a fan of more paprika. It's fine.
Bring it. That's my bring it moment.
Mike and I are so close because my number 3 is a tie. It's baked beans tied with macaroni salad because I like macaroni salad. It's got a different split, like whereas potato salad is 90% bad, 10% good. I like macaroni salad 90% of the time, and like 10% of the time it sucks. But and then baked beans. Oh my god, I love baked beans. Baked beans are so good. All the time, always good. I've never had them with paprika. I might have to try that.
Baked beans are good all the time. That's hilarious.
Wow, George, what's up, buddy?
George.
I haven't seen you in the comments in a while. How you doing, man? And then Daniel says, I've never met a hot dog or brat I hated, but Charlie makes the best hot dogs hands down.
I don't know who Charlie is, but I'll have to look him up.
It's always funny.
It's that hot dog cart thing. I think they're the one. Aren't they the sponsors of the hot dog eating competition that one dude always wins?
Oh, I thought that was Nathan.
That's Nathan.
Oh, is that Nathan? Oh, yeah. I'm fucking up my names now. I don't know.
Charlie, Nathan.
They're all the same to me.
Did folks watch the Nathan's hot dog competition? No, I didn't.
I can't. I can down hot dogs a lot, but can't watch people downing hot dogs.
Did Joey Chestnut say
that's what I was
banned?
gonna ask. I know he got like banned. I don't know if they fixed that or not before the thing because he's getting sponsored by a vegan hot dog.
I don't think he was even sponsored. I think he just was like, "Hey, these aren't bad. and Nathan's got mad. I don't know.
That was all it was. Like he was actually getting money for them. Okay. That's
Oh, was he getting? See, that's the thing. Like, I know so few details about it.
Fair.
But I don't think he was even getting sponsored by Nathan's. I think he was just a guy. Like, I don't know. It sounded weird. It sounded like a nothing, controversy. Like when I was looking at details, but I didn't get.
Daniel,
story.
John's gonna have to hire you to host Matt Talk with him because I missed that reference. Charlie is the hot dog vendor in Matlock. I can't believe I missed that.
Oh,
You should be ashamed.
I should be.
You have an entire podcast.
Oh,
I know.
Man.
Wow.
Joey
Eagle-eyed
signed
Jason on the Matlock details.
You signed with
Missed
another
one.
company. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I don't know all the details.
But what about you, Justin? What's your 3?
My number 3, so I was flip flopping here. So my 3 and 2 could be interchangeable. So I'm gonna go with steak. I think for number 3, a good steak. Summer, very very good.
Fancy.
Dude, I will.
I didn't think because I love a steak. I absolutely
Do you on a grill the grill marks? Like I mean, I'll do it over the stovetop, fine, but like on a grill in the summer day with your buddies and a beer, can't really beat it.
My dad for Father's Day got us tomahawk steaks, and that thing, I ate that thing for a week. Like no lie, it was so big. I ate it for a week.
That's awesome. What a good memory too. You made a memory.
Oh my goodness, it took forever. I was worried I ruined them, but they were great.
That's awesome.
But no, steak is wonderful. Steak is so good.
All right,
I
Max.
guess it's on me.
Yeah.
Number 3, hamburgers. Jason already hit on it, all that stuff. But for me, hamburgers are kind of like pizza. Like, there's no level of hamburger that I wouldn't just eat. Like, yes, I would eat a gas station hamburger. Like, I've done that before. Yeah, so it's just like pizza. Like there's good pizza, there's bad pizza, but it's all pizza, and it's like you still eat it. I love hamburgers like that. So like when I get served the ball with the it's like mostly bread around and it's the ball in the middle. That's just a style of hamburger. Like it's like, oh, you do your hamburgers ball style. I understand. Okay, like here we go. Let's roll with it.
You're more of a meatball guy. I get it.
Thank you for this hamburger. Yeah. So number 3, hamburger.
Awesome.
All right, Scott.
My number 3 is any kind of fruit tray, fruit, whatever assortment. Strawberries, watermelon, pineapple, grapes. It doesn't matter. Any kind of like fruit assortment at a cookout, I'm always a big fan of, and I think
grilling
it's definitely
is tops. Try that out if you have not. So like
what kind of
grilled
fruit?
pineapple.
Oh, grilled fruit.
Are friggin' just
grilled pineapple with a little bit of brown sugar and cayenne pepper.
Ooh, that's a good move.
Yeah, but even just fresh.
That move, but yeah, we're trying that for sure.
Oh yeah, no, it's unmatched. But any kind of like fruit, anything, I'm a big fan of at cookouts. It's just so refreshing. It's just nice.
Yeah.
It just breaks everything up.
Yeah,
so.
and it's light. Yeah, and it's
I didn't even think to put fruit on my list. That's a good pull, Scott.
No, I'm very much glad you said something. It's a good move.
Well,
Try to be healthy,
Yeah. I'll follow it up with a specific because, I love just fruit assortments anyways, but watermelon slices in particular are so good. Oh, my gosh. They just like, I don't know, there's this cool texture that the watermelon has.
Nice hot day.
Nice hot day. It just collapses in your mouth, but you're thankful for it to collapse in your mouth. It's not like too hard or too soft. It's just like,
Yeah, it's got a bit of a
nostalgic for your childhood.
It's not like hard.
Yeah. It's not like biting into an apple or something. Yeah.
and like, I mean, we had a 4th of July one 4th of July ago that our friend did a boozy watermelon. So you just like dump some booze in a watermelon and cut it up and eat it. Like it's
Yep. I've had friends who've done that.
It's like boozy gummy bears.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, I just drink booze.
Booze and all the things.
Back in college, we did a whole like tub of like Everclear and fruit punch and stuff, and that shit's
Like
sat in
Jungle
our living-
juice.
Yeah, basically.
Was it a bathtub tub? Sorry, no.
Not a bathtub tub, but like just a big container, and it sat in our living room for 6 months, and it was still good to drink. So, like the grapes were just like little sacks of poison. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's soaked in alcohol. There's no bacteria.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Nothing can live here. It's a great time.
Yep. No, it's
That's sweet.
the final.
My
list.
number 2 is I'm going to put them together: hot dogs and brats. As a kid, I liked ketchup and mustard, or ketchup, and then grew up, I like ketchup and mustard. Now I barely like ketchup on my hot dogs. It's like mustard, sauerkraut, relish, like all of that stuff. Like I love some freaking hot dogs and brats. The only reason I go to baseball games is for stadium hot dogs and brats because the sport's boring. But
Baseball is
Food
a
is
good
good.
sport. It's very. Yeah.
Last time I went to a dime a dog, whatever, they sold out by the 4th inning, and I was in line, and they're like, "Sorry, they're all gone." I was like,
This is your thing. This is
Yeah,
your
it's
thing
like-
for you.
What?
this is your Super Bowl. Come on,
Yeah.
stadium.
"This is what I came for."
Run to
Come
Kroger.
on, please.
No. Yeah, mustard on a sausage. I had to grow into. I was definitely not a fan of that when I was a kid, but
I'm a big fan of any kind of barbecue sauce on a sausage.
okay.
I'd
I'll
put that
have to try
above
I've never
mustard,
tried that. Yeah.
Huh.
especially like a spicy barbecue.
I'm
What's your favorite
all
barbecue
about
sauce?
spicy barbecue.
What's your favorite barbecue sauce? Barbecue sauce. I'm sorry, I can't talk.
It's like I like Sweet Baby Ray's is like the old standby, but like you go to like Kroger, like they actually have a lot of varieties. Like there's
They
a
do,
lot
yeah.
of different stuff. I forget what the brand is, but there's a spicy black garlic barbecue sauce that I really like. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up and send it to you. But
Please, yeah. Cool.
I had bacon bits, the real kind, to your deviled eggs. It's amazing. I will try that in a heartbeat. And George, you mentioned you like the deviled eggs. Do you need them with paprika or not?
Paprika.
What did you just say? What was the word you just said?
Paprika. I'm sorry. I had a Jason moment.
Like add bacon to anything we've listed today.
barbecue ranch deviled eggs. Okay,
Yeah.
George, I got you.
All
bro.
right. I see what you're cooking with.
So deviled eggs didn't make my list, but they're one of my all-time favorite sides. Like because my grandma used to always make them, so there's like a lot of nostalgia there. But I'm gonna try those out, George. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Add bacon to anything.
Agreed.
Have you ever had bacon and watermelon? I have. It's delicious.
Is it good? Like,
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Bacon,
Bacon wrap watermelon.
Yeah.
The bacon's got to
Like
be
you just
crispy.
turn into water.
Bacon and watermelon, great. Bacon and pasta, great.
Great.
Bacon on the Baconator, great.
Yes. Bacon on
Just
bacon.
Give me the bacon. Absolutely. Yeah. Come on. Goes without saying, my friend. Is it on me again?
No,
Yeah,
it's
whose
mine.
turn is it, by the way?
Is it me? Is it me? I think Jason just did hot dogs and brats, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It's his
Uh,
custom. It's not my
Oh my God.
It's all good.
All right. Senior
so
moment here.
Mine, just because I got my smoker the past year, brisket. You get a good brisket going, and the whole day, you waste a whole day, but you get a good brisket, it's solid.
You're not okay. You're not wasting anything, Justin. Let's be clear.
I mean, time is yes,
Time well
it's awesome.
spent.
Could be spending that with your children, but okay, sure. No.
You're not wasting your time. You're making good brisket. Like that is
That's
God's work, sir.
But yeah, so if there's a Kroger near your area that the folks are listening, they have a great deal on brisket right now. So go buy some. It's like
There you
$2 a pound, $3 a pound, buy $3 a pound, $2.99. Either way, worth it.
Brisket did not make my list, but it is. I mean, you can check out the brisket episode of Yoo-Hoo and Tang.
You and Tag, I made Max brisket.
Yes, it was delicious. But it's so good. But yeah,
Brisket's such it's like a special event.
yeah,
Not like a regular cookout thing. Like it's like
that's like a legit.
you know if you're getting brisket. You're not
I
like
still
showing up
laugh
to
at the
cookout
time
like,
I
there gonna be
invited
brisket?
Jason, yeah. Oh my god. I made brisket, or tried to make brisket for like everybody that would listen to me. I posted in our group chat and I said, hey, come over, I'm making brisket. Jason and Max can attest that brisket was not done. I was cooking hamburgers in my kitchen because I could not give them the brisket I was thinking.
Yeah, brisket's tough.
It's a patience game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like, I am brisket and I will not be right.
That was so I still
will not be
laugh at that.
disrespected.
Yeah.
It's like,
You had all of your families there, like
I am not
there was
ready.
children running around, and I'm like, I got nothing for you. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
it was all good. We still had fun.
It was a
Still
good
had
time.
fun. It was
It's
still
like
good.
a
You know what's
Tell-
funny about that brisket? 2 days after Justin gave Max the brisket, Justin's like, "How was your brisket?" I'm like, "What brisket?" Apparently, Max was supposed to give me some of it.
The handoff was at a movie theater, and I thought everyone was going to get some. Yeah.
he took it into the theater with him.
My brisket? Oh no, you don't get none of that. That was my brisket.
Oh, that's funny.
I remember specifically, Justin's like, "This bag of brisket is for you, and this other bag of brisket."
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's exactly what he said. He's like, "Eat all the brisket. Eat it all right now. It's delicious brisket." That's what he said.
I mean, I'll let everyone else come to their own conclusion. That's not what I said.
My number 2 is a tie between chicken and pulled pork. I am
pulled pork,
like
good move.
equally like when either of those things are done well, I am equally happy. I'm a dark meat guy. I like the chicken legs and chicken thighs. Chicken breast just ends up too dry a lot of the time, and then people try to use like a lot of sauce to cover it up. That doesn't work. Just by the way, the chicken's still dry. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah, like chicken. Yeah, give me them legs and thighs all day and night, and just covered in barbecue sauce, and like we're good to go. Or a pulled pork sandwich. That's I like the pork more than I like the brisket, but
King's Hawaiian, some pickles.
Yeah, I should have thought about pulled pork because
pickles
that's
away from
definitely a
this
move. Yeah, that's awesome.
but Cuban sandwich, like those are good. And I know
Oh, Cubans.
that bread. Anyway,
Yeah.
chicken,
Let's go eat
pulled
it.
pork, number 2.
Hey, Scott.
My number 2 is also a tie between like a barbecue chicken or a burger, like any kind of like sandwich, like a chicken sandwich or a burger. Like, yeah, I don't have much more to say about that.
It's a good choice though, man. Good
Yeah,
choice.
if you're making like a chicken sandwich or like a burger, I feel like they're both pretty on par in my book.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
not
good
sad.
book. I read that book.
Like, oh, okay, here we go. Like, and it's toppings again, and if like they have bacon, they're legit. If you're at a
toppings
barbecue
definitely plays a big role in it.
and they have bacon available to you, like that they know what they're doing. And little hint: if you want to look like you know what you're doing, add bacon and don't skip.
And caramelized onions.
Oh, good move. Good move.
I think George is working for a barbecue ranch deviled eggs company because he shot this photo over to me for you, Scott, to really like promote them. So
You didn't have to sell it. I already like deviled eggs. Like it's just gonna make it better.
Man.
I am not a deviled
Jose.
eggs guy, but I would try that deviled egg.
You know
me
what those
too.
eggs weren't missing? Fucking paprika. Okay,
And
Like,
bacon.
He knows what he's talking about.
Crushed bacon.
Yeah, like let's go. I don't even like deviled eggs, and I would eat those.
Those
Yeah.
Dax, honestly, yeah. I'd be curious.
Hell yeah, George. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, I'd be
George.
curious about that taste palette. Honestly, I'd be very curious about that.
That's what I
All
say
right.
every day. I'm really curious about the taste palette.
All right, Mike.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Was that supposed
Just
to be
trying to make you
innuendo?
No, just a bad joke.
My number 2 is a tie, and it's very specific. A tie between oysters and lobster roll because I have had both at cookouts, and they are delish.
Never had
Oyster.
I'm afraid of oysters.
Oysters are so good, dude.
I don't know if I would tie oysters to lobster roll, but you know what? I do love a lobster roll.
I mean, they're yeah, lobster roll, great. I mean, especially if you're getting it for free when the market price is Jesus.
I mean, yeah, you're at your rich uncle's if you're getting lobster rolls, just like
something. Yeah.
Please invite me to your cookouts.
it was like a beach party type thing. So I mean, it fit the theme. Obviously, it's like you're by the beach, you're gonna have seafood themed stuff. Obviously, but yeah.
The next time you're going to a beach party with lobster rolls, please.
Jesus.
Yeah, let me know.
Dude, for a bachelor party, we went and had oysters, and then we went to the strip club after, and it's not a good food to mix if you're going out to like something sexual.
I'd rather just skip the strip club regardless of what you're eating.
Yeah,
because oysters are an aphrodisiac supposedly, so they're like, we're gonna go get
say that,
but you're going to a strip club. Like, why would you want to be horny in a strip club? Like, that's just going to cost you more money.
Yeah,
no release. With no release.
Plus, you smell like oysters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think both parties should be eating the oysters.
I agree with all of it.
The poor dancer's going to be like, it smells like brine in here.
Yeah. Either someone's
you know what?
Here, I need to do my shirt laundry.
Time for to earn or keep.
You gotta give her like some way extra money just to kind of be within proximity of that walrusy.
It was a mistake, okay?
Oh my god! Nah, I just like another, like trying to get them. Nah, I'm good.
Oh no, it's the best thing, dude. Because what you do,
they're really good.
You get a little bit of like horseradish on. Oh, you don't like horseradish though, right?
No, I'm not a big horse.
You get a little bit of some hot sauce on it, or some tartar sauce, or something like that. A little bit of lemon squeezed on there, and you're good to go. Like down the hatch.
I don't know. I haven't done it. I don't think I'm ever gonna. Like, I can't get my mind around it.
Come out this way. Whole Foods does a whole like 12 for 12 deal on oysters. I'll shuck them for you. It'll be great.
All right.
What a good bonding moment.
That'll be okay. Yeah. Well,
I was laughing at Daniel's comments the whole time.
Points for the pun. Love that.
Daniel says only oysters I'll eat are the Rocky Mountain variety, which I've had before. I didn't know what they were when I tried them.
I've had them too.
They're not bad.
Yeah,
they sound nuts, but they're pretty good. They are good.
I'll do a prairie oyster any day.
After a bottle of Jim all for yourself. Yeah.
My number one is steak. Oh my god, steak is one of my favorite foods in general, but cooking a medium rare steak on the grill with the right seasoning is so good. Even a rare steak, I don't care. I just want to. Oh my god, I love steak.
Especially a rare steak.
Especially medium rare. I'm a medium rare guy, but rare is good.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, right bother.
Yeah, like I get well done is awful, but like my mom, she is a well done person. So like that's how I grew up with my child. I was like, I can eat a well done steak. I just know that like the opportunity was missed on this one. But it's still like
that was me growing up too. My parents were like, it's not done.
It's still got some life in it. You gotta kill that thing. No, steak is so good. I agree.
Yeah, that's it.
I went through most of my life thinking I hated steak because my parents made them well done. Like that's all I had.
I'm the same as.
I think that's a lot of people's introduction to it.
Yeah. You didn't know about the glory.
Recently, I went out. My dad refuses to try anything that's not well done, but I got my mom to try a medium rare steak, and she liked it.
I think a lot of parents do that. No, I think a lot of parents do that with their kids early on. And it's like, I don't know if my kid will like it beyond
Sure.
So they want to give it to you as prepared as possible, as cooked thoroughly as possible.
I mean, there's the whole like mad cow concern too.
Sure,
that's more like their generation.
Ground beef stuff, like ground beef. You might want to.
Don't feed your cows.
Ground beef, you need to
need to
cook all the way.
That's
through.
all the way through.
Yeah,
all the way through.
Yeah. My kids are like into a rare or a medium rare steak, and I was like, wow,
doing the Lord's work.
It wasn't me; they're my stepkids. But like, at least at least there's that. I don't have to just like burn, like a little bit of my soul every time I prepare them food.
Oh, dude, when Tony and Kylie were little, it's like you guys are not fucking with this. Well done steaks, medium rare across the board.
Yeah, that's just how it comes.
I'm gonna say like bring it out to me bloody. Like Just bring the cow out itself. I'll kill it.
Those tomahawk steaks, I had to go back on the grill like 3 times because I was like, I cannot cook this thing.
Because they're massive, right? They're poundage, right?
Huge.
They're big. Yeah.
They are huge. It's a roast. It's basically a roast. Like it's so big.
God, now I want to go to the Longhorn. Justin, what is your number 1?
Wait,
My number
JT,
1.
you and me are super close, and Longhorn's super close. What are you doing after this?
Not going to Longhorn. I had to go give my girlfriend's cat a pill. I've been doing that for the last week. Driving somewhere back and forth twice a day doesn't seem like a lot until you've done it like 10 times in a row, and then it starts to feel like a lot.
It lose its you're like, yeah, I get some time in the car.
That's good at first, like I said. Then you get tired of your music.
Yeah.
I've heard this all week.
Oh,
but yeah, Justin, what's your number 1?
My number 1, and it's only because I went to St. Louis and went and had a place called Pappy's. If you ever had ribs at Pappy's, I would encourage you to have ribs at Pappy's.
Yes,
It's so good. That's my number 1, ribs. Because if you do it really well, oh my gosh, it's a religious experience.
Now
It's
your
so
number
good.
1?
Yep.
It's my number 1 as well. It's my number 1 as well. Yeah.
We did it.
I would have said
Just
I would have
knock it
said
out.
steak, Jay, but steak for me is not really a cookout food. Like for me, it's like sitting at home, taking my time with it. But yeah, ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, falling off the bone.
Yes. Yes.
I had some good ribs. Just
It
last
really
week.
wasn't for me either until I moved in next to my uncle, and then he started cooking out steaks for like the whole last summer. So like I've fallen in love with steaks on the grill.
I feel like you get steaks if it's more of a like you're a medium family or a smaller occasion.
Sure.
But like for bigger cookouts, like you definitely
Ribs.
Especially because everyone's so like picky about how they like their steak. That's like,
Yeah.
That could
like
be it.
ribs. Like I don't know. You like no one's like, how do you want your ribs? Like, no one's like, oh, my ribs medium rare. Like you get how I make the ribs.
Right.
Steaks, you have to be like, how do you like them? You have to cook each one differently.
Yeah.
But now here
that's
comes
why
the challenge, though. It's like, yeah, do you want it? You want it to be able to come off the bone like really easily, though. You want it to be able to just like peel.
Yeah, no,
so
I don't even like fall off the bone ribs. I like pull off the bone ribs.
Yeah, pull
Like,
off the bone.
It's this like sweet spot on ribs that is like
Agreed.
what if you hit it, kudos to you. But it's so easy to miss. I don't blame you if you do. Like that's the pull off the bone ribs. Oh God, just like
So good.
come on. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what time of day. It doesn't matter.
I'm about to go to Hank's right after this. God.
Don't blame me at all.
There used to be a rib place like right down the road from me that I go to, and I'd be like, just give me like half, because a rack is way too much for one person. So it's like,
No, it's
just give
not.
me-
Not true.
I mean, for
You
someone,
don't want it hard enough, Mike. You just don't want it hard enough.
well, I had other alternatives too, but like it's like, so I got like half a rack, and I'm just like, oh, it's so good, and like literally, Dave Chappelle's whole thing about the itis. That shit's for real.
Oh.
Like you do not want to do anything else for the rest of your day.
Nah, you're just gonna sit there with that stomach full of ribs, and there's no sweeter. Like you could just die. You could just die, and it would be fine. It's like, oh God, there's nothing better than what I've just done. Oh my goodness, no! It's give me a rack of ribs, and I will see how much damage I can put on it. Like that is it. I love ribs.
What more can we say? Ribs is a.
What else is there to be said?
Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 was their number
Oh,
one.
We're having ribs.
Baby back ribs, obviously. Like, I mean, spare ribs are okay, but you're fighting from the whole that like.
So help me understand, because I personally love any kind of rib, but how do you tell the difference? Obviously the package says different things, but it's like what
I mean, like
is the difference?
if you can't instantly tell the difference, then you don't know about ribs. Oh no! So baby back ribs will have more meat for the bone, and there won't be as much cartilage.
Got it. Okay.
And so St. Louis does a St. Louis style where they kind of try to cut off that extra cartilage stuff, but you'll still more run into that. So if there's like cartilage at the top, those are probably spare ribs.
So it'll be a little bit tougher.
Yeah, they're going to be a little bit tougher. You definitely have to take more time with spare ribs if you want them to be super good. So again, low and slow all day. But it's spare ribs are tougher than baby back ribs also.
Dope.
Well, Guys, they wrapped up the show so nicely by everybody choosing the same thing. It's fantastic. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Matt Talk is live. We're discussing the season 5 episode, The Broker. And again, Matt Talk, guys, thank you so much for the support of that show. I cannot believe, like, it's been crazy. 40,000 views for just Matt Talk this year. Like,
what do you mean just Matt Talk?
Wow. Like, no, I mean, that's crazy. Anyway, tomorrow we're running a marathon from 11 to 2 of some of my favorite interviews from 2020 with Seth Porges, who did the documentary Class Action Park.
That was good too.
Mark Allegra,
awesome
and Andrew Rosso, and then our friend Thomas Nicholas. Guys, check all that out. Countdown to 10 years is coming up. I can't wait to see what we have in store for August because I have no idea yet. But we're gonna do something.
If he doesn't know, we don't either.
We're not. No, it's just like The Notebook. You know what I'm saying? Like we've already had this planned out. Like Jason, you know, like the plan is already in the Notebook. But you know, like we just wait till the very last minute to let you guys know about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And guys, I'm checking milk cartons, looking for Philip. I'm hoping to try to pull him in for August. You would think, as my cousin, it'd be easy to get a hold of him, but it's not.
Hey.
He got married and but,
He's your cousin?
I'm trying.
He's your cousin?
New revelations are being unveiled.
Yeah.
10 years.
Oh my god.
It shows you how involved I've been.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't know either. I just liked how you said it.
Scott's
We need to
Scott's
make
going into this the way we went to House of the Dragon without catching up or revisiting it.
No, I don't remember anything. But I'm going to start
we need to
season
make
2.
a meme with a milk carton with Philip's face on it and said, "Have you seen him? Need him for 10-year anniversry." And I post it all over my socials.
Just need some, like, even some proof of life photos will be fine. Like if you have him, like you know, just a more recent picture of him would be great.
It'll be like that one clip that dude was doing a documentary on the street, and all of a sudden in the background, George Lucas just happens to walk by.
That's a great clip.
That's such a great clip.
Just walking
All right,
to the
everybody.
bank or whatever.
Go to youtube.com/Mike McGee TV. Follow us at 3 Geeks Podcast. Email us 3geekspodcast@gmail.com. And Scott, thank you so much for being our guest star. And everybody out there, have a great day.
Recycle your droids.